Sanofi vows equal access after claiming US would get vaccine first. After first saying they would prioritize the US market with any COVID-19 vaccine, French pharmaceutical giant Sanofi has now promised equal access for all. Sanofi CEO Paul Hudson had said the US government carried the right to the largest pre-order because it's invested in taking the risk. French Prime Minister Edouard Philippe argued that access for everyone was non-negotiable. Sanofi chairman Serge Weinberg then said, "I'm going to be extremely clear. There will be no particular advance for any country." He explained that Hudson's statement had been distorted, and Hudson himself apologized and said it was imperative that the vaccine be accessible worldwide. The BBC reports that Philippe has said he received all the necessary assurance regarding the distribution of an eventual Sanofi vaccine from Weinberg. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo also agreed that any vaccine that is developed should be made available globally. Pompeo said, "I hope that we will all collectively find a way to produce this at high volume to get it all across the world and make sure that every citizen that needs access to a vaccine can get it as quickly as possible." According to CNA, Hudson is set to meet Macron next week. Hudson has reportedly criticized Europe's ability to develop a coronavirus vaccine, even calling for a European version of the US agency that has invested in Sanofi's vaccine development. The EU recently participated in a global summit to raise funds for coronavirus vaccine and treatment research. The summit, not attended by the US and Russia, garnered pledges of $8 billion from around 40 countries and donors. The U.S. Biomedical Advanced Research and Development Authority is responsible for part of the funding for Sanofi's vaccine development, but Sanofi has also received funding in tax credits from the French government. Hudson's comments did not just strike a nerve among those who believe in access for all, but also those who estimated that the company had received millions in research and tax credit. Sanofi's chief in France, Olivier Bouchelot, even said the vaccine must be made available to the US, as well as France and Europe at the same time. But this can only happen if Europeans work as quickly as the Americans. He said the US had pledged several hundreds of millions of euros for vaccine research and development.